Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and beautiful Keenan City, nestled beneath the pine trees. The home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, fired up and ready for this energized battle. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to get us going here. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got it. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Longhorns churn out another first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The Longhorns looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to score with a run to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I love the risky take here by this offensive coordinator and head coach, deciding to go for it on 4th and goal, and it pays off. Nice touchdown to get things going.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
7, North Carolina, 0.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
The important third down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. We'll hand it off. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And the Tar Heels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Now it's second down here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Extending the play now. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the first one. With the score, Texas 7, North Carolina 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Front near the sideline, but just a short gain.
The back catches it on this play. To me, he almost looks like a wide receiver on the design. A little toe tap at the end. He's definitely been practicing that technique during practice.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Out past the 30. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Now they'll run a draw play. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Defense getting very heavy here. We're going to stuff the run. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
14, North Carolina, 0.
This one will be fair caught. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st down here for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Bringing pressure. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the 1st down. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. The defense is hanging tough here. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
North Carolina, 7.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. To throw, it's Owens. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught on the outside. It's Gibson. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. They'll try the left side with a toss. Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He's running out of time here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Gets into space at the 50. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Lets it go under heavy pressure. Takes a shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Look out, he's got some space. At the 30 now. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Play action fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Catch made just enough of a gain to move the sticks. On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Here's the handoff. Enough for a first down at the 37. And the Tar Heels hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking to throw it on first down. The pass rush closing in. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. And the Tar Heels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his back. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, UNC. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
North Carolina, 14.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Takes the handoff. It's Gibson. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And the single back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Longhorns pick up enough to get a first down there. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
To the air, it's Owens. Receiver makes the grab. In the clear at the 25. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
North Carolina, 14.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Play action here on first down. Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. And the Tar Heels will crank up the tempo.
Second down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Hits the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Hand off to the right side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
He's going to hand this off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas 31, North Carolina 14.
offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. That gets the carry. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the route is on.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball...
And they heave it deep downfield. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Fuller. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Pressure is coming. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their...
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. He's got some room and some blockers here.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. And the offense will just take a knee. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.